Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sierra Latrice. As you can tell from the title of this video is going to be a little bit different from the things that I have been posting. First of all, I just want to say if I look a little sick, it's because I'm really getting ready to let you guys in on something that I've been hiding for a long time, that I think is just time to come on about. I am outside, so if you hear any noises, that's just the wind and outside. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into the video. Cannabinoid HYPEREMESIS syndrome. Okay, that's what I've been diagnosed with. Let's talk about what it really is. So it's basically when you have severe bouts of vomiting, excruciating pain in your stomach, nausea, appetite loss, you lose weight, and it's all stemming from the overuse of marijuana. Okay, I know a lot of people who smoke weed, and I know a lot of people who are very much heavier smokers than I am, and they don't even go through this because it doesn't happen to everybody. It's a rare disease, and it happens to people who are very heavy smokers, like I said, who never take breaks with smoking. I myself have been smoking since I was 18 years old, so it's been about 14 years now that I've been smoking weed, only to have about 4 months in sobriety out of the whole 14 years. So my body has never really had an opportunity to be free of it. I basically found out about this disease most recently. I want to say my first episode with this was back in like 2012, and they really didn't have an answer for me. They just kept sending me like to different gastro doctors and to see different specialists for my stomach, because a lot of the symptoms were coming and happening in my digestive system. So I went to a lot of, like I said, a lot of gastroenterologists. I went to a lot of different, I went through a lot of different array of tests to try to figure out what was going on with my body, and they never really gave me a positive answer as to what it is. Basically, your body does not break down THC because you're never giving it a break to break it down. So once your body has so much cannabinoids in it, it's hard for you to pass them out. It's hard for you to let them pass. And so what that does, it just throws your whole digestive system off. You cannot eat, you cannot drink, you cannot even stomach the smell of food at all. And it's all because weed. You know, like my first couple of episodes with this, I didn't really know how to handle it because it was new to me. And so a lot of the times when I would get nauseated or I would get very sick, I would go to the marijuana because it's something that I felt that it alleviated the pain. In reality, it did the opposite to me. Every single time I used during these episodes, it only made it worse, and without me knowing. I have had at least, over the years since 2012, excuse me, I have had at least, I want to say close to 9 or 10 episodes, and I still didn't know that it was actually a disorder. This year, in fact, 2 weeks ago is when I finally found out what it was, and I was able to get some clarity on what's going on with my body. So let's just go back until 2 weeks ago. I moved back to Illinois. Well, I moved to Indiana July 30th, and you know, I was really excited about being home. I was happy to be home, you know, missing the Chicago food. And so I did eat a lot of different stuff within those couple of days, my first couple of days of being here. And since I had already been told that I had suffered from GERD, when I first fell ill on August 1st, I just said to myself, well, I've been eating a lot of greasy food, you know, so maybe that's just what it is. I still didn't know or believe in my heart that it was something totally different. So August 1st came in and I fell really ill. But I didn't think that it was anything because I had a long night before that of drinking with my family and partying with my family. You know, I'm a stoner, so I smoked a lot of weed. I really didn't for once think about the weed was causing all of this problem. So August 1st came around, I vomited like that whole day, that night rather, and it subsided in the morning. Like I felt okay the next morning. So a few days went by, you know, everything was back to normal. And then like the 4th of August came around, and I think my girlfriend asked me to go out, and she was like, we're gonna go out for drinks. You know, me not being a tequila drinker, I literally just felt like I had drank way too much tequila, and that oh gosh, it's a bumblebee. I really had thought that it was just due to me drinking so much tequila, because I'm not a tequila drinker. I'm normally a cognac drinker. Shout out to the, you know. But I really didn't. I just thought I had a major hangover. So the following day I woke up, I felt okay. I was craving like some food, some hangover food. So I was waiting on her to finish cooking, like she was making sausages and breakfast or whatever. And in the midst of me waiting on her to be done with breakfast, I ate like a bag of hot Cheetos, which is kind of normal. I had the munchies, you know. So I ate it and I instantly just felt very sick. Like I started vomiting profusely. And I remember this day in particular because I had an interview that day, and I had just got my clothes on for my interview. I was getting ready to head out the door, and I just told her like, well, I'm not feeling too good, but I still kept going. You know, I wanted to go to my interview, so I continued on throughout the day and trying to like pursue my interview. And I think I had like a couple hours until my interview was getting ready to be done. So I stopped at my grandmother's house, and when I got there, like I felt extremely ill. Like I just told her like, Grandma, I think I need to get in your tub, you know, tub of hot water, and you know, kind of I just vomited the whole entire time I was there. So my husband left me for a few hours just to kind of sleep it off until my interview started. And about an hour before my interview, I called him and I was like, you know, I'm feeling better, you know, come and get me. So as soon as he pulled up, I literally threw up in the car, like could not stop throwing up. And at that point I just said to myself like, okay, here go another one of these GERD episodes, because once again I didn't know what I had eaten previous to that, but I just put it off like I ate them hot chips too early in the morning. So, and you know, due to them telling me all the time that it was from spicy foods or whatever, that was the very first thing that I thought of. I didn't think anything different other than I had ate those hot chips that morning. So on the day of the 6th, August 6th came along and I felt better. So that was like 2 days later, I started feeling okay. And I went to go see some more family members. And during this time, you know, I'm still getting acquainted with coming home, moving home, partying. So I had drinks with my cousins that day, and we had rolled a couple backwoods, we had rolled a couple swishers. She brought edibles, so like I was high, you know what I'm saying? I was getting fucked up like I normally would do with my family, because once again, I'm not even thinking that this is the problem, you know. So on the 6th, I fell severely ill again that night. And the following morning, I just couldn't take the pain anymore. I was tired of getting in and out of the hot shower, the hot tub. So I decided to go ahead and go to the emergency room. Upon me going into the emergency room, the doctors had a look at me. I told them some of my symptoms, some of the history that I had been having with these symptoms. And this is when I found out that there was a such thing as called Cannabinoid HYPEREMESIS Syndrome, which is the overuse of marijuana in daily smokers. And it only occurs in people who smoke daily, multiple blunts a day. Like when I tell you we would do 3 5s a day, sometimes 8s a day, you know what I'm saying? Like I smoke a lot of weed, and I never really ever thought that this was what was killing me, you know what I'm saying? So now it's August 8th. I'm sitting in the hospital on my deathbed, vomiting profusely, cold sweats, extreme dehydration. They had to give me 2 IVs during these hospital visits. Still not able to keep anything down, just throwing up buckets and buckets of water because that's the only thing that I could. I liked it the way that the water made my mouth feel because I was feeling very dehydrated from vomiting. So I constantly drank water, and each time the water would hit the bottom of my stomach, I would have to throw up. It just continued to be just vomiting profusely, like no end to it. Just couldn't stop vomiting. So I would fill up a trash can and then go dump it and fill it up again. And then I was like constantly in the bathroom. I remember on the very first day, I took on average over 15 baths in one day because this is literally the only thing that relieves the pain from this disease. And no one ever even taught me about the hot showers. Like, this is something that my body wanted. This is something that made me feel comforted when I would go through these episodes, and not even knowing that this was one of the symptoms of Cannabinoid HYPEREMESIS Syndrome, which is better known as CHS. When I tell y'all, I have been miserable. Going on 15 days now. I haven't vomited in about 2 days now, so that's a relief. I've been able to keep things down, but emotionally, mentally, and physically, it's draining. It's like you're damn near dying. That's what it feels like inside, because you get this real bad nauseated feeling as soon as you open your eyes in the morning. And it's really no time frame on how long it lasts. So like, this for me is probably one of the longest episodes that I've had, and I'm just miserable. Like, at this point, I'm emotionally drained because I'm losing weight. I've lost over 22 pounds in 14 days. My appetite is just hit or miss right now. Like, some days I want to eat, some days I don't. Everything stinks to me, like my favorite cologne, my favorite perfume. The smell of weed makes me so fucking sick. Like, and I cannot believe that I'm saying this, because I remember me just saying, like, I would never give up weed because I really enjoy smoking, you know? And it's been the hardest for me. Like, had I known that it was this disorder, I wouldn't have continued to smoke in these past couple of days, past couple of weeks when I got better. But because I felt that it was helping relieve the pain, I continued to do it. And I just want to share this with you guys because, I mean, I wouldn't wish it on nobody. Like, it's literally the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. I dread getting up some mornings because I know for a fact that I'm going to feel very sick. And it's not like a morning only thing for me. Some people say it only lasts them the first couple of hours in the morning, but for me, it's like an all day thing. So it's draining, you know, like, it's draining for me, it's draining for my family, it's draining for the people around me that love me, because they're seeing me decline daily, and it's really no cure for it other than to stop smoking. So as of today, I've been clean 8 days, and I know for a fact that I would never in life ever do it again, because now that I know what's the underlying issue with my health, I have to be responsible to take care of myself, unless I want to be going through these episodes, which they don't have an end date. Like, sometimes it could last from 3 to 5 days. I've seen cases where it lasts 7 to 10 days. Like I said, this is the longest episode for me, and I'm going on day 15. And it is hard. Like, you can't do anything. It hurts to walk. You have muscle spasms from basically being dehydrated and vomiting so much. You don't have the urge to live. because waking up like this every day is so depressing. When you doing everything they tell you to do from the hospital and it's still not getting better. I've become hopeless a little bit. I have a great support system around me of people that like try to help me continue on and encourage me that it's gonna get better. But when you wake up every day and you feeling like you got hit by a truck over and over and over, it's hard to have faith. It's hard to believe that you're gonna make it through it. And I just want to start like educating people on this disease because it's real. There's a whole community of people out there that are suffering from this disorder and they don't know what it is. A lot of people have been misdiagnosed with having gastrointestinal problems when in reality it's CHS. It's literally the overuse of cannabis. So your body does not break down THC. It stores in your fatty tissue. And the more you use, the harder it is for it to naturally break it down. So once it doesn't have an escape, it just starts spilling into your digestive system. And it sucks. Like, you really fucking feel like you're dying. Like, I would not exaggerate this at all, not even a little bit. I have been miserable, guys, miserable for 2.5 weeks now. And today is the first day I was able to like get myself together to pick up the camera and actually take pictures and like start documenting my progress, because I want people to see like this shit is fucking real. Like, you can take it for a joke if you want, you can continue to smoke if you want, but I would just want to say, if anybody out there is going through this stuff, you are not alone. You are not the only one that goes through this. There is no cure. Like I said, the only way out is to completely stop smoking weed, which I know for a lot of people that may be hard, because they say that weed is not addictive, but it's been proven that it can be. And so I just want y'all to know it's real, and like really take care of yourself. Like, don't ever take life for granted when you have a good bill of health, when you are doing well, because stuff like this could just happen to anybody. It could happen out of anywhere. And I want y'all to know, like, it's real, okay? It is real as it can be. I probably won't be posting a lot of different videos right now because I'm trying to start this study on this cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, better known as CHS. I want to kind of give you guys an up-to-date, like a week-to-week up-to-date. I may come on here more often to kind of just give you my progress. Like I said, I'm looking very sick and tired right now. My skin's really dry. My face is really dry from like getting in and out of the tub, because that's the only thing that relieves the pain is really, really hot showers. So yeah, just stay tuned, guys. Just pray for me that I recover fast, because like I said, it's mentally starting to drain me. And I hope you guys are doing well. Until next time, bye.